And as I was studying it, I opted to share this with my friends and my colleagues. And I found that many of them were really suffering ill effects of stress. They were afraid to say so, because there's this perception you're weak, you can't handle it. The Canadian Mental Health Association says there's 1 person in 5 that suffers mental health problems in their lifetime. 1 in 5. Look around the size of this audience. That could be 3 or 4 people suffering from that. It's incredibly costly. The youth, they're not exempt. In the 18 to 24-year-old range, 18% suffer mental health problems. On disability claims from work in this country, 30% of them are based on stress relationships, stress problems. That costs our economy $51 billion a year. As I prepared to leave teaching, I studied life coaching. I became a certified NLP practitioner. I started speaking professionally recently so I could reach more people with my message and the tools to avoid this. As I was leaving teaching, I also started researching my book, From Burnout to Balance to Brilliance, for educators that will be out this fall. I don't want to see people go to that place. So I've used that training to go forward. So for the next 50 minutes or so, I'm going to be providing you with a lot of tips, ideas, and strategies that you can use so that you're not left apart. We'll skip that next 50 minutes. In closing, I'd like to say to you, use some of the points you've seen here tonight. Even if you just use 1 or 2 ideas so that you don't go to that dark place. And I'd like to, as my final thought, to tell you a story that was attributed to a village elder. He was asked, "What are your days like?" And he said, "Well, they tend to be in turmoil because I have a fight going on. In my head, I have 2 dogs. I have a white dog that is so kind and gentle and loving. I have a gray dog that's mean, vicious." And when the elder was asked which one wins, he says, "The one I feed." So I ask you this evening, as you leave,